The dominant culture and language in the Michoacán region was certainly Purépecha. Although other ethnic groups and languages existed throughout the region, let's begin with the Purépecha.
A quick note, while most historians and academics use Tarascans or Tarasco instead of Purépecha for the pre-Hispanic period, I defer to Purépecha here just for convenience. I hope to cover this debate in a future video.
During the Spanish War with the Mexica that occurred from 1519 to 1521, the Purépecha controlled most of the region known today as the state of Michoacán and parts of Guanajuato, Guerrero, and Jalisco. In its initial beginnings, the Purépecha state was composed of the triple alliance of the cities of Pátzcuaro, Tzintzuntzani, and Iwatzio. Melchor Caltzin, a Nahua merchant who lived in Tzintzuntzani, revealed in his memoria written in 1543 that sometime during the reign of the Cazonzi Sisisbandacuare in 1454 to 1429, a familial dispute ensued. Caltzin's Nahua ancestors helped Sisisbandacuare conquer the cities of Pátzcuaro and Iwatzio. This meant that the Purépecha state was now administered by one single ruler in one single city, which was the city of Tzintzuntzani, the land of the hummingbirds. The Nahuas called the city Huitzitzilan, and the region that encompassed it as Michoacán, the land where there is an abundance of fish. Today, some refer to the pre-Hispanic Michoacán region as the Irechequa Tzintzuntzani, the kingdom of the Lord of Tzintzuntzani. The Purépecha peoples in themselves were a very diverse group in their beginnings. This is learned by reading the Relación de Michoacán, written from 1539 to 1541 by an anonymous Franciscan chronicler, believed to be Fray Jerónimo de Alcalá, with the help of Purépecha noble Don Pedro Quini Arangari and other anonymous native informants. Interestingly, throughout the Relación de Michoacán, the people we know of today as the Purépecha are not referred to as Purépecha. Instead, they are described according to the distinct families and ethnic groups that they belong to. Interestingly, throughout the Relación de Michoacán, the people we know of today as the Purépecha are not referred to as Purépecha. Instead, they are described according to the distinct families and ethnic groups that they belong to. According to the Relación, the founding rulers of the Purépecha state descended from a wandering group of Chichimeca ancestors known as the Uacusecha, meaning eagles, who came north to the basin of Lake Pátzcuaro, settling first in the rocky lands of Zacapu. The distinct branches of the Uacusecha-Chichimeca families are also mentioned, such as the Enani, Zacapu-Gireti, and Guanacaste. During the time of the Spanish conquest, the Guanacaste was the Purépecha family in power, represented by the last Cazonzi, Tzintzuntzani. The Uacusecha-Chichimecas experienced a series of conflicts with the local groups who lived in the Lake Pátzcuaro basin. Eventually, under the rule of Tariacuri, they conquered their enemies who continually opposed them, such as the Isleños who lived on the islands of Lake Pátzcuaro and the village of Curinguaro. In Part 3, Chapter 5 of the Relación de Michoacán, we also learn about other ethnic groups that integrated into the Uacusecha military forces, many of whom were conquered, and others, like the Otomi, who joined voluntarily. These groups included the Chichimecas, Otomis, Matlatzincas, Huetamechas, Chontales, and indigenous peoples from Tuxpa, Tamazula, and Zapotlan. However, the Relación de Michoacán did not exhaustively list all the groups that lived in the Michoacán region. Other ethno-historical sources written during the 16th century would paint a picture of a very multi-ethnic and multilingual Michoacán.